Hi, my name is Dan Funk. I'm going to try and take the next 4 minutes of your time and introduce you to SpiffArena, our business process automation tool. I'm not only going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to walk you through and build a diagram and run it right in front of your eyes in 4 minutes. I have no idea whether I can do this or not. I'm going to try and do it really quick. I should just quick stalling. So, what is SpiffArena? It's a business process automation tool. It's all about connecting people and software together quickly. It allows you to save time, work faster, remove repetition. It creates transparency and shared understanding in your organization or with your small team or in your small business. And it allows you to adapt quickly and move with agility. Like, you don't like the way it works today, change it. Move this here, do this there, add this additional person, send it off to this other team. Whatever you need to do, you can make those modifications. You can make them right now, and you can implement them immediately. There's lots of business process automation tools out there. What makes us different? We're very feature rich. We implement a standard called BPMN. Several people do it. We do it really well. We've tried to hit as much of that standard as we possibly can. So there's a lot of power in what we've got. We also use Python from beginning to end. So all of our application is written in Python, and all of the scripts that you might need to write or extensions that you want to develop to enhance the tool, they're all available to you to write in Python, which is the most popular, easiest to use language in the world. So let's go in and draw a diagram real quick. The interface that you see here is, I've dropped us into like right in the middle, but I'm going to open up an empty diagram. There's nothing here. This is a start element. From there, I'm going to add a form element, like a user task. I'm just going to come over here and launch our form builder and just give it a title. We'll just call this about spam. I'll create a new field, and its title is how many cans of spam do you eat in a week? And that's a long ID, and we're going to need to use it. So I'm just going to call this cans of spam. And we're going to do this as a text box. We're going to add this field. And you can see it here. You can type anything into it. So this kind of gives you an example of what that form's going to look like. That looks great. So we can save that. Come back to our diagram. I'm going to have to save this and do a little trick here to make sure that we can load it up. But we're just going to tell it, like, here's our schemas for controlling this this field about spam. May seem like a simple form builder, but this React this JSON schema system that we've got set up here is extremely powerful. So if you've got some weird form that you want to build that's got interdependent fields and all that stuff, it's all possible. So I'm going to move on to and add a script task. So like I said, sometimes, or I've said elsewhere, it's sometimes a whole lot easier to write like a script or Google something or ask ChatGPT to, like, hey, Python, write me the script that does blah, 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 than it is to fiddle around with a user interface. And so what I'm going to do is, like, that cans of spam that we just took in was a string. We're going to need it as a number, and we're going to have a variable called quality of life. We're going to say your quality of life is great by default, because I'm sure it is. But if cans is greater than 10, then I think your quality of life has really kind of risen to the Viking level. So we'll do that. And, well, if, cans is less than 1, your quality of life is good, but missing something. All right, that was good. So we've got 3 variables here. You've got cans of spam, you've got QOL for quality of life, and cans, which is a number that represents that same thing. But QOL is what we really need to remember. So let's close that. So this will be calculate Q of life. And let's just throw, for good measure, let's send a quick message. So this is how you interact with users. Here's how you make calculations. There's a whole lot of other things you can do. I'm really scratching the surface here. But we'll do a service task, and let's just show you how easy it is to send a Slack message. So a Slack message, is going to have like a message in a channel, token. This token is a secret, and I've established that like elsewhere in this interface, and we can cover that later. But there's a Slack token that allows us to send this message to the Slack channel. The message is, yo, man, you do great podcasts and video things. You do great video things. All right, and we'll send this to my. Let me check real quick. The Slack connector testing channel. Like that, and send to Slack. Save that, and then finally we'll have like an end event. So it's all over. But what you can do with an end event is like provide some final instructions. So let's launch this editor. This is a markdown editor, so you can do things like "good job" in big capital letters, and say, "We decided after careful consideration that your quality of life is," and then we can inject that QOL variable right there. We'll bold it so it really stands out. Close that, save it. Let's see if this thing runs. So we back out here, click on start. It's going to take us to this form, so ask us how many cans of Spam we eat a day. I'm going to say like or a week. I'm going to say 20. We'll submit that. And it comes back and says, "Good job." You'll notice up here, we got that Slack connector. Yo, man, you do great video things. And we decided after careful consideration, your quality of life is Viking level. And oh my gosh, that was a really quick way to demo this, but I hope it made sense to you. I might also direct you to going to SpiffWorkflow.com and press that Get Started button. And that will tell you exactly how to go in and get started, like viewing these process models on our website, but also like requesting a playground to build your own models like I just did here. Thanks so much.